Hello, and welcome to my channel. A year ago, I dyed my hair for the first time ever, and I decided to go with the Light Mountain Natural henna hair dye in the shade red. I've actually been dyeing my hair with that same thing ever since then, but I recorded my first time dyeing my hair, and I will link it down below. I go over more of the process of how to make the henna paste, how you actually dye your hair with the henna, and why I chose dyeing my hair with henna. But today I wanted to go over some additional tricks that I've picked up throughout this year that won't be in my first hair dyeing video. Anywho, on to the hair dyeing process. A wonderful thing about using henna is the color will never fade. I have only had to dye my hair about every 2 to 3 months for the new growth that's at the roots. Because the color never fades, and to conserve some of the hair dye, you can see we're applying a thick layer of henna to the roots, but for the ends of my hair, we will take a couple of spoonfuls of henna and combine it with conditioner. I only used the full box of dye the first 2 times I dyed my hair, and that was mostly because I wanted a more red color and less of a brownish red color that I got the first time I dyed my hair. You can also add in essential oils to semi-mask the smell of plants on your head. The excess henna can also be frozen, and you just need to heat it back up the next time you want to color your hair, and then you're good to go. We usually do this whole process outside to prevent the henna from staining anything important, so you will definitely see my dogs throughout most of this video. After I wrapped my hair in the plastic, I put a towel over top of it just to help keep that henna nice and warm for about the next 2 to 6 hours. I actually had rinsed my hair out after 3 hours, which this is my hair after 3 hours, and I put some leave-in conditioner in. As you can tell, the henna does end up staining all of your scalp and along your hairline, which I will include some photos and videos that are closer up so that you can see. This is a close-up that shows some of the staining that happened up by my widow's peak. The staining is not anything to be too worried about because over the course of the next couple days, every time that you shower, some of that stain will get washed out from your scalp and your hairline. And the staining usually will go away after the first time that you wash your hair after you dye it, maybe even the second time. This is a close-up 3 days after I dyed my hair when I first washed it, and as you can tell, all that staining by my widow's peak is gone. I will say that using Vaseline around your hairline and on your neck will really help with not getting any stain on your face. My hair will usually continue to bleed every time that I shower until about the second time that I wash my hair after dyeing my hair. Because of this, I will typically use a dark towel when I'm showering, and I will also wear a dark shirt while my hair is drying because the water drops that come off of your hair can still stain your shirt. I know I said this earlier, but I'd like to warn you that the henna does have a very particular plant-like smell, and your head will smell like plants until the next time that you wash your hair. This is what my hair originally looked like before I dyed it with henna. This shows my roots after about 2.5 months of not dyeing my hair, and this is what my roots look like after. This is the back of my hair in the shade the same day that I dyed my hair, and this is the back of my hair in the sunlight. This is a photo 3 days afterwards when I first washed it, and it was kind of a cloudy day, so there wasn't much of a difference between the shade and the sun. This was again from the same day that I dyed my hair, so if you look closely, you can see some staining along my scalp and by my hairline. 3 days later, you can tell all that staining did wash out. I am still very much in love with the results I get when I dye my hair with henna.